Hello, everyone. This is Friedrich with War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. This is May 27th, 1942. See what we got cooking this time. All right, so Snapper firing its Mark 14 torpedoes misses destroyer. I don't know if it would hit without a Mark 14, but because destroyers, of course, are hard to hit. But anyway, these are, it looks like the normal Type 95 depth charges. So it looks like anyways, regardless of what it was, we got out without a hit. Now, we fired 4 torpedoes to no effect. All right. Oh, man. Okay, here's a transport that probably one of them that we hit with surface action here. Heavy fires, heavy damage, trying to escape probably to unload. You can't disband these to repair if they're carrying troops. So it's quite possible he's trying to get it somewhere to repair, and is nervous about keeping it here. On the way out, the Dolphin misses 4 torpedoes. Man, what a shame. Um, the Seawolf here with the Kokwi Maru, 2 torpedoes on a light cargo ship, both miss. All right, S-47. I say this probably every day. The S-40, these S-boats, I really need them to step up and do these actions like this, as well as the Dutch subs, because as you've seen already this turn so far, our fleet boats are not hitting. We get 1 in out of 2 heavy damage. I'm not sure if that'll sink it. I doubt it, but we'll see. Not yet, anyways. And look here, the Dolphin, similar area on the map, and completely misses 2 torpedoes on the Yosu Maru. Bunch of night bombing, but some of them got lost or uncoordinated. One rail run, huh? One runway hit. Now our B-25s do make it, not with the main body, which apparently was only 3 bombers. Um, these guys, I'll have to look at their training. I didn't think they were this bad. I know they're not night bombers or trained as such, but I would think they'd be able to hit something. They are carrying several bombs. It's just a shame that, see, 3 500-pound bombs each. Although I think this is because of the extended range. Otherwise, they'd carry 6. It'd probably be more accurate if we didn't have to fly so far. I mean, not more accurate, but 6 500-pound bombs has a greater chance of hitting than 3. Okay, you can hear that. Okay, the Seawolf is looks like it fired a deck gun and a Mark 14 torpedo, which actually exploded. I don't know how many torpedoes we fired. I'm guessing 4 because of how that looked. 1 shell hit, 1 torpedo hit, on fire, heavy damage. I think this will sink. The sinking we heard just a minute ago, I'm not sure if it's the cargo ship the S-47 hit or if it's the transport that's on fire, heavy damage in the Coral Sea. But a Japanese ship sank, and now we've got the Hukuyo Maru, 1 shell hit, 1 torpedo hit, on fire, heavy damage. I think this will sink, and that confirms it. And Danny is being bombarded, and again, I think you saw that they have reinforcements here. Pardon me. They will probably be attacking this turn, and that's why they're bombarding to soften us up. We do take some decent casualties, including some destroyed items. What a shame. I don't think we'll be able to hold into any much longer, anyways. Okay, heavy damage with the Celebes Maru. This is also probably trying to get back to a base that's more safe. There's no guarantee this will sink, but certainly the Dolphin did not help. Mark 14s. Hey, something else sank. I have no idea what that is. So far, 3 ships sank this turn, and they're all Japanese because we otherwise we would see the label of what sank and so forth. Okay, of course it's air phase, and they're flying and we're flying for patrol, looking for ships, subs, all that good stuff. Okay, we're bombing subs, but no hit there, or no reported hit even. They spotted our cruiser force that's right there by Burma. Okay, Nels are hitting our troops south of Manado. Pardon me, I think I'm coming. I'm not sure if I'm coming down with something or not. I got some tickle in my throat. Okay, so we took some disabled casualties here. Okay, Bacolod, as we've been seeing, as the daily bombing raid. Usually that means that he's prepping for an invasion. I'm going to guess in about anywhere between 3 and 5 turns. Okay, did you feel it? Feel it? Yep, is being bombed. This is a ground attack, very minor casualties. And he's bombing troops southeast of Xi'an, or maybe east. In any case, this is the road, trying to clear it so he can march on up. Some minor casualties here as well. Horn Island, we have a small garrison here. See if we can hold it, but the fact that he's bombing it, and this is pretty serious casualties considering the size of the garrison, I'm gonna assume his goal is to attack Horn Island. Which, by the way, maybe it behooves us to start pulling troops off of that as well. Because there's no point in losing those guys. Okay. Denpasar. I don't. Do we even have a garrison here? Well, he's hitting the base. Um, so this is probably on his radar to attack as well. Lily's hitting Wenchao. Okay, this is a daylight attack, flying from Batavia to hit his tanks as they're trying to come up here. We encounter some cap because, of course, you know, he's smart enough. He's smart to to cap his tanks. You don't want to have a bunch of destroyed or disabled even tanks. It looks like several of our bombers made it through. So let's see how much damage we can do. Okay, 9 vehicles lost, 1 destroyed, 8 disabled. I don't know how long it takes for his tanks to be recovered. I don't know what kind of tanks he has here. I can tell you from my experience, tanks take a long as so far I've had issues repairing my tanks in New Caledonia. So I can't speak to it, but just seems like the repair of tanks just takes forever, way too long. Okay, we're coming again with nine more bombers, and he caps it again. Or, I mean, his cap is still flying. All nine get through, possibly with damage, but we we get past the cap. Yeah, two damage, but we a further eight vehicles lost. And now we've got seven with a Nate flying, although the Nate didn't make contact with us. And we get in and seven more. So we've had nine, eight, seven, and another nine bombers. This time the Nate actually engages. Let's get through that. All nine make it over the target. Wow, 9875. So we skipped six, but a further five uh, tanks beat up. And now we have Falcons flying here. And it's possible that they're beating up the, disruption fatigue, but otherwise, no other effect. Same thing here. We'll see what they do. This one hit the tank regiment. Okay, this is Australia. We're bombing the Japanese mortar unit here, and we got 16 whirlways getting through, but it seemingly with no effect. He does have Claudes that scrambled and tried to intercept us, but all 16 bombers got in. Okay, 12 B-17s. This was actually not intentional. I think my intention was to shut them down for a turn, but they flew because I missed something. But these fortresses are just amazing beasts. Let's see how they do. So all 12 make it through. Now, that doesn't mean that there won't be heavy damage and potential loss, but in fact, they did, as usual, they do more damage to the aircraft flying than anything on the ground. Okay, I'm going to have to start evacuating those guys from Horn Island because I think that's going to be a target of his. And I might as well rescue as much as I can. Okay, looks like we might have shot down a Glen scout. Let's see. Okay, potentially hit a Japanese submarine in the South Pacific. Okay, we're bombing from Kupang because we can, and I figured he probably didn't have cap, which he doesn't, but it came to nothing. Okay, so now we're um, wrapping up before the land phase. S-28, which has been here at Cooktown for some time now. I was hoping to that it would do something, fire off at a transport or something, but it doesn't fire any torpedoes, doesn't do anything, but neither do they affect our sub as well. So that's the end of that. I guess we'll enter land phase and wrap up the turn. After which, of course, we'll go into the May 28th turn review as well. So this is just a bombardment attack here. What happened is he kicked us out of this hex just one or two units, but a couple of corps stayed, and now he's just trying to soften us up for another attack. Okay, Wen Chao, the daily bombardment. um, yeah, here between Yan'an, on the road between Yan'an and Xi'an, he's bombarding us. And we have more troops. I just don't like having less guns. And since, honestly, I'm not sure if we have a lot of supplies to be engaging in a bombardment duel. Um, yeah. So, as usual, he's bombarding us, and we'll be bombarding him here in northeast Australia. Of course, he's gonna bombard us here, almost 3-to-1 odds, by the way. Raw numbers, I mean, but if we were to engage in combat, it would be closer to 1-to-1. And now he's doing a deliberate attack like I thought with after that bombardment. Let's see how his 150 AV does against our 20 something. Okay, 35, I guess. 187 to 35. It becomes 53 to 57 because of the modifiers. 1 to 2 with fort level 3, so we still have our fort level. Okay. He took the worst of it, but it's all disabled. We took even, I mean, I know I just said he took the worst, but we took worse in the sense that these are unreplaced. Okay. I could turn replacements on, but considering two things, the supply level is not going to be real high. And, I don't want to build up units that are just going to be destroyed. Save the pieces for later, to rebuild it or something. So yeah, this is not good for us. So it's just a matter of time at this stage. And bombardment at Ambon, the odds aren't real good for him considering all the factors. He's probably just doing this until he can bring more reinforcements and or bombardment or something. Now we're bombarding. I need to turn that off because I don't want to be wasting supply if I can help it. Yeah, this is the reply bombardment here in Northeast Australia. Actually, tag a squad of troops, 9 casualties. All right, some upgrades. This Brisbane to size 8 airfield, that's going to be great. Bamo, I don't know how to pronounce that, but Bamo there, I think it's in Burma. That's size 2 fortifications. We need to make these speed bumps as strong as we can and hopefully start the counterattack as early as, you know, I don't know. I don't know why I want to say October or November of 42, but we'll see what we can get away with. Mojave, we're getting a bunch of bombers here. Bomber squadrons groups, fighters. Got an Australian battalion that was destroyed there at Port Moresby. I'll be back with the 28th. Welcome back. We're here on May 28th. See what we got going. See if we can get some more sub action. It seems like that's the most we're able to do recently as of late, but we'll take a look here. Oh, we got a hit, but no explosion. When these Mark 14s start working, might might be very dangerous here, but got a long ways to go before that happens. Here's another one where the porpoise hits. So far 2 hits, no explosion. It's like I say, I need those S boats and Dutch boats because, man, these American fleet subs are just terrible lately. Okay, we got night bombing of the airfield here at Jakarta. And this is severe storm, so it's probably going to be terrible. Ah, well, we got one runway hit. One runway hit. Right, a lot of different groups coming in at a time. All right, so we're doing night bombing, and of course he's decided he's not going to play around. Gets his fighters out to fly night missions, but okay, it's really hard to have night cap be useful. Okay. This might be more, well, we'll see. He took, man, I'm telling you. More dangerous in air-to-air combat than bombing. Both of those hexes that we bombed, terrible weather. Okay, he's bombarding here. Let's see, is he unloading more troops? This looks like it's a straight bombardment. I think he's trying to soften us up even more. It's like I said yesterday, or the 27th, he's trying to, okay. He's either going to need to bring reinforcements or bombard or both to get Ambon. All right, I'm going to move on. I don't know if this is an invasion. Let's take a look. Yeah, so he's invading. I'm going to try to pick up what's here, sitting here. I could just hold out, but let's see what I don't even remember what I have here, but if I can grab them and save them, that's just as well. Wow. Okay. Now, this 250 casualties, a lot of disabled. Now, here's the thing. Again, from personal experience, although I don't know the Japanese mechanics, but personal experience, disabled can take a long time to rebuild. Okay. Oh, come on, guys. Seriously. All right. We're finding some subs here by Numea. I'm not surprised. Okay, okay, he's actually moving troops from Minato to take out what we have left. These bombers are certainly doing their job. Recon, I guess? Combination of recon, naval search, anti-sub search. Alright, buckle load. Heavy rain, that's helping us. Whoa, okay, so he's attacking Yap. And okay, so last turn he saw our aircraft here, but we pulled it all out. He's bombing both air base and ground troops. But we got our air units out. And what's left here is, of course, infantry. Well, troops, I should say. And of course, he damages them a bit. He's going to attack. We don't have much here. Maybe 100 and some odd AV. But if he has a division here, we're done. All right. He's bombing with escort. We don't have anything here. He's going to... Who knows what he'll do here? Well, it looks like he'll do a lot. And Sally's hitting in Denny. Okay. Alright, Lily's bombing Wenchow. The kind of a normal thing as of late. Okay, Claudes are escorting, or, well, capping his guns here. I could have swept, or at least escorted, but I didn't. I didn't, and I kind of like the idea of our aircraft and pilots being fresh and keeping him from bombing cans. All of our aircraft made it through, though I'm sure damaged enough. Let's see what we get. Yeah, a lot of damage, but we do inflict some damage to his troops. 1 destroyed non-combat, 15 disabled. B-17s, this is a port strike. The airbase is almost completely destroyed, so we're just here hitting the port and getting some supply hits. The partial cloud, I was looking at the forecast and it said partial cloud. I wanted to take advantage of that, and I'm also in taking advantage, I'm bombing supposedly the ground troops as well. Yep, 38 B-26s hitting his troops, or should be. Yeah, ground attack. Not very much damage here. It is jungle though, so maybe that makes a difference. Now we got some Havocs, A-20s coming in. They don't do anything, and I was gonna say we should have some B-25s. And ooh, they do pretty decent damage. So. Follow up B-26 raid. Okay. And B-17s, I guess follow up or whatever. Late to the action. I don't see any port hits on that one. All right, here's the PM. Wait, what's that? Did a ship sink? I don't know. Supposedly hit a sub. Unless I hear a sink or the Japanese admit to it, I'm just always going to shrug those off. I guess one thing that'll make me feel good, warm fuzzies about it, is if in our ASW search, we don't see those subs anymore. If they disappear off the map, that'll kind of confirm something, but I don't know. Okay, more troops unloading at Horn. Okay, here's a deliberate attack, and we remember he bombarded on the 27th, and now he's doing an attack. He'll knock us out, but we'll be back here in this similarly rugged terrain. Oh, we actually, do we hold? Yeah, we held again. Now, one of the benefits of this is we're getting worn out. I mean, he's beating us around. We're taking a thrashing here. We don't have the AV to do this, but we're delaying him. We are causing casualties. Look at all this disabled. To repair this costs supplies. There's benefits in what we're doing here. Um, I'm not too upset about it, and these Chinese Corps are going to be proclaimed heroes, even if they end up having to get rebuilt back at Chongqing. Okay, Wen Chao bombardment. It looks like he's bringing in another. Well, this is an element of a Chinese traitorous unit. Traitorous, anyway. And then here's a bombardment up here in this area between Yan'an and Xi'an. His tank division, which crossed the river and did a shock attack, got pretty beat up. But we're taking casualties here. Okay, this is a bombardment attack right here between Wenchao and Chuxian. All right, here's Yap, and he's in here. Look, we're now below 100, at least on there. Now this shows 142. He's at 249. I don't remember the terrain here, but we do have forts, so he's going to need to bring in more. This brigade is pretty strong though, but I think he's going to want more troops in here. Let's see. This is, well, the usual bombardment here. No big deal. And the usual bombardment here, East Burma. All right, and Ambon bombardment. I don't know. This is looking pretty weak here. We'll see. Well, I don't know. You may want to attack it, but I don't know. We're bombarding back. All right, this is a surprise to me that he's doing a shock attack here. Oh, how is, it's not an atoll. How is it a shock attack? Okay. We're able to hold just enough to get our troops out of there. I'm going to try to get my troops out of here. We did take a really bad beating. I'll try. I don't know what I'm going to try to get. Maybe this. I don't know. I'll pick one of these guys to try to take off. I mean, maybe I can try to get all three of them because I've got three. Well, I'll see what I can do. But this isn't the best. Well, it would have been nice to have some destroyed, but this is yeah, it is what it is. But certainly, if he attacks again, we'll probably lose. Now, his disruption of fatigue is quite high. Well, high enough to be a negative here. Anyway, we'll see. Okay, got, well, Cawnpore. I guess that's our only expansion this day. I won't take too long, but we'll take a look around the map at some of this stuff and also look at the statistics. Hey, I just wanted to start here. Located at Noumea is the 1st Regiment, or, well, let's just say one of the regiments, the first of the 41st to arrive at Noumea. So that's, in my opinion, pretty cool. So a third of our division that's going to be heading to Kumak is here. We are also going to be taking with us this USMC tank battalion, and hopefully the whole division. That's my goal, and as well as the Americal division. which right now is still repairing from its battles earlier on, will also bring the 193rd, and this is what I'm talking about. I just am not seeing any movement in these numbers. They're slowly repairing. They've been sitting here for some time repairing supposedly, and it's just taking forever. Now, I still plan to bring them with me to attack Kumok, but it's just going to be I want them to be as hot, as strong as possible, and as long as it'll take to get the 41st here, I mean they might be in pretty good shape by the time we go in there. But I did say we would look at the statistics, so let's take a look here. Zero, look, all zeros on air to air, which I'm surprised because our bombers did take damage in quite a few air raids, and I was expecting to have some, even if it was ops loss. So I'm surprised here. He lost nothing except for 5 operational. Let's see what he lost. 2 nades, 2 zeros because he's got some long range cap going, most likely over Denny, and then 1 Babs. I think that's a recon aircraft. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. Well, in fact, we can take a quick look, I guess. Why not, right? KI 15. Well, how is this organized? Right here. Okay. Recon. Okay. So overworking his aircraft. I don't know. Maybe not. Okay. Then, shouldn't have any pilot losses, right? Yeah. I'd really love to see his pilot stats. I don't know if he'd show me, but it'd be very interesting. Okay, group, sorry, ship sunk, that's what I want to look at. Last turn, nothing, okay? Um, we heard some sinking, although maybe one, and then the turn before that, the 27th, it was a lot. Let's take a look at all dates, or no, last month, and then ordered in sync date, and then let's look at the end. Okay, this is the only confirmed sinking on the 27th, but we heard 3 ships sank. This was the one up in the north that was actually hit by a Mark 14 torpedo, and one shell hit and then 1 torpedo hit, and it sank. It's not one of his better cargo ships, but it's still 1 down, 1 less to go. Okay. I honestly think some other thing. Oh, the other thing I did not show you. Okay. Maybe. Okay. Let me just show you this. Ground. Okay. So check this out. These heats. Okay. No. What am I looking for? Oh, fog of war. Wow, I'm okay. So yesterday, the 27th, I saw some ground losses in the area of like 17. Not Jake's. Jake's was like 3. But I think it was Pete's, and now it's been reduced to 8. I'm not. I'm feeling some gaslighting going on. I think it's ideal if I show the losses from the prior turn. Where it might say date May 28. I think we sank one of his CSs because we had a Although, again, it could have just been bad information and then it corrected itself here. I don't know, but I think we may have sank the. You remember that sea, and I can't remember the name of it, but we attacked up here at Cooktown, and we shelled some of his CSs and damaged them. Um, hey, he's got ships in port here. Um, Okay, B-17s, you're going to fly through a lot of bad stuff, but I want you to hit this port hard. So let's set all B-17Es. I'm going to fly high. I don't mind. If he wants to fly up and intercept, and I'm not saying our accuracy is going to be good. It may be terrible. See this 5%? It may be absolutely atrocious. Um, Plus it's severe storms, but I'm gonna send him in. I want to take advantage that there's something in port. If I don't hit it, I don't hit it. So anyway, um, I'm gonna get this before I forget. I want to get this guy starting to head down this road. All right, southeast, right? Yeah, and we should just because my goal is to get in here, chew this up, and then head into this hex. And we have the rest of the 32nd Infantry right here, sitting here. 27 motorized support. It should unload quickly, I'm guessing. We'll dock it and hopefully unloads quickly. Because as soon as we get those troops, those are all that we're waiting for, or motorized support. As soon as we snag those motorized support, we're going to railroad ourselves all the way up to Cairns. Okay, because I want to get more reinforcements here. He's bringing his own reinforcements. I want to bring mine. And we'll get in here. We'll make a fight for it. We'll make him fight for it. In fact, I may park here and then walk up. I don't know. I kind of like that idea because he might not leave it. Like if I bring a whole division up here, it is jungle, I think. So it's times 2, depending on what he leaves here. It may be he may be holding it pretty strongly. It may be optimal just to park here. What I'll do is I'm reconning this base and these troops, probably these troops. I'll keep an eye on this guy as he comes down the road, and I'll try to figure out what he's going to do, and because he may bypass, and I may need that 32nd Division to block him, like say for example here, something like that. I don't know what he's going to do. If you see what he's doing in China, going off road and stuff, I don't know if he's going to do that here, and that 32nd Division may be necessary and may arrive just in time up in this area. I have some additional reinforcements, like for example this base force going to Charter Towers, which I think is here, because I want to build this base up defensively, and I'm also coming here to build this base up defensively. So we'll have 3 spots that he'll have to fight to take. Now, in all 3 spots, it'll be very weakly held, so if he brings something of substance, he should take them. However, if he first has to pass this or off-road it, but if he off-roads it, that's going to be expensive on his supplies. All right, so we have, I don't see him here. I don't know why. I bet he's still here, I'm sure, right? But I'd like to grab one or all of these off of this base. Maybe, like I said, maybe try to get one of each, get units from one of each using this. I could even divide this unit and pick up as much, plenty. So I'm going to take a look at what I got here and what I can utilize to grab grab those troops from Horn Island. All right. Speaking of which, why is that so small? 4? Wow. We have to wait till January to make this 6. And this is only 4. Okay. I mean, it is what it is, right? And, okay. All right. I mean, that's kind of where we're at. There's not much more to talk about. We've got subs, like, check this out. Just going crazy around in here, trying to watch out for what he's doing. Haven't been entirely successful everywhere, but doing what we can. And you'll see like subs in various areas over here as well. Uh, we've been somewhat successful up in here and up in here as well. Um, didn't get anything off up here this time. Anyway, let's okay. Well, okay. I'm sure, well, he bombarded here. I don't know what he's doing here. I'm reconning here and, well, here, I think. I want to keep an eye on the guys closest to us. I don't see any movement from these guys. Now look at this. They have more troops here, 17,540. And a lot of guns. That means he may have anti-aircraft, but also it means he's got infantry to absorb our bombs. We won't be hitting the tanks as successfully, so we'll stop bombing ground troops for now. And anyways, we're about to run out of time to bomb and space. He's gonna be able to cap stuff or sweep, and we're gonna start losing the air war very soon. Okay, up here. Okay, let's start here. He's moving across into Rangoon. Now, if I didn't think he'd make it here in time, I would attack this guy, but I think he's probably going to make it in time. Now, we've got pretty good assault value here, 978. It's going to be a tough nut to crack. He's going to need to bring on a lot more troops. So let's see what he's going to do there. And as we go up the map, again, we're securing these bases back here to keep. We got like a triangle going. I mean, we have these bases, but they're very weakly held. These are just road speed bumps, and really the terrain is terrible, clear. I don't really. I mean, this is defensible, but where would the supplies come from? Once he gets up in here, we're in trouble. But these 3 should be holdable. This one, I'm not going to aggressively hold. If he knocks me out, we have this fallback, this line here. And then we've got troops here. In fact, we've got a forward base here, a very weakly held forward base here. I'm not doing anything with this, but so the hope is if he comes this way and starts advancing up this way, the goal is, well, Dhaka is pretty strongly held, but I may advance and hold here at Comila, maybe even move forward further to Chittagong. It's just that these are bombardable by sea, and so I kind of want to, and these are clear, just not ideal bases to hold in advance, but we'll see what he's going to do. We have interior lines where we can move quickly, and also rail lines. So if he starts moving up this way after he takes Rangoon, moves up this way, we'll see in advance and figure out what we need to do to cover and where. Also, I still am not 100% sure I know where Kitabutai is. I don't. I mean, it could be a Singapore. I don't know if his plan is to come up in here, if he's gonna attack the Central Pacific, or back to the South Pacific. Okay. And briefly, let's say Wenchao bombardments in this area. he's not really moving here, or I don't see anything over the last few days. Um, but up here, battles are happening. He's investing Yan'an. We're trying to get supplies into that, but I think it's going to be um, kind of a. It's kind of. It seems like it's kind of not working as we expected. Okay. Let's see. What else? Um, okay. All right. We're holding up like basically equivalent of two divisions here. Um, and if you see this, see all these troops, I mean, he's spreading way out. So there's nothing really strong, no real strong Schwerpunkt, um, which tells me that he's something in here is going to be weak. Now we don't know where and what, but right now what I'm trying to do is get these cavalry up into here and get in behind his troops. Will he let us? I mean, he may have troops here and here. I bet based on this line here, he probably has a line all the way down, and we can see it kind of formed here. But I I kind of think that's in our favor. Um, Now it's against us because I can't infiltrate in behind. So that in that way it's good for him, but in the way that he doesn't have a strong punching force anywhere, that's the downside to him. We're slowly getting supply here. I'm trying to build this up with some kind of fortification so that if he makes a solid push down here, we'll have somewhere where we can hold. If he goes up this way, I mean we're kind of in trouble. This and this are times 3 terrain, and so this is equivalent of a division on defense, and this is as well. However, our troops just aren't as well equipped or trained. So if he comes in, he can just eventually whittle us away, even with smaller than a division. Okay, I didn't want to spend too much time. I've covered some of this stuff real quick as I pass through this. We're having supply issues here. Here, not so bad, but we don't have any way to move any over. But this is his next target. Again, I'm going to predict in the next few short days. Other than that, everything's kind of status quo. I did set some aircraft here. These, oops, wrong one. Back here, I set these albacores to do a naval bombing here at Cooktown. They did not. They're going to go in low because our torpedoes aren't. We don't have torpedoes in this X. Um, I don't have an air HQ here, which is failure on my part. But if I can get some torpedoes, I will. But right now, I'm going to have to disband or withdraw this in such a short order. I'm just going to do this bombing mission, hopefully not encounter too much. Well, my B-17s, anyway, something's going to sweep them from the skies. Either these low guys are going to make the cap come down, or the B-17s are going to make the cap go up, and one of them will be successful, hopefully. For that matter, I may set this to a port, low ground. I don't have good low ground. Um, that's not terrible right here. Um, I'm I don't know. I think what's going to happen is Flack is going to just tear this air unit up. He's got a bunch of stuff here though. If I could hit a transport or something like that. Let's look again. If it's carrying bombs, and by the way, it's going to go extended range. If it's carrying bombs, I guess two 500-pound bombs. So, and that's 8 of them. So that's eight planes. That's 16 of these bombs. I'm torn. Should I bomb the port? Uh, I mean, I could raise it up to 2,000 and just say do a port attack here. Well, no, I'll tell you what I'll do. Uh, yeah, I'll just do 2,000. I'll do naval attack and then port attack. So either we'll do a naval attack or we'll do a port attack. Okay. The problem is the severe storms. I don't know if I like, I mean, it is what it is. The problem is I'm running out of time to use these guys. Let's see. I could wait one more turn. I'll think about it. I don't want to waste any more time on that. But anyway, we got things moving, things moving, things moving. Speaking of moving, what do we got coming in here? Okay, we got an empty cargo ship. We've got some cargo supply coming from Panama. We've got troop ships that have finished finally unloading here. Decent supply levels here. What's this? This is going to Noumea, but we'll split this in half. One of these groups is going, probably the Canadians are going to Australia. The 148th is gonna, I guess we're gonna park it or garrison Lafoa because I don't want to leave Lafoa unattended. And then we've got reinforcements. The 27th, we're gonna put all the whole 27th Infantry Division together, and as well as some of these units will be going. Some will go to Suva, and I think I'm gonna split, and some will go somewhere else. I think the combat these guys are gonna help us take Kumak. Combat engineers, hopefully take down whatever forts he might have built up in the meantime. I mean, we got things moving, happening. Things are happening. Anyway, here's something heading to Sydney. Some base forces and tank destroyers. Let's go back. So yeah, consolidation, strengthening. We're preparing for some defensive or offensive actions, depending on what we discover and need to react to. Anyway, I'm encouraged on some fronts, and on others, I'm very nervous and apprehensive. Thanks for watching, guys. Look forward to talking about and revisiting with you the 29th and 30th resolutions. In the meantime, take care. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.